Oh god. It's live? It's live? Oh goodness, it is live. Good to see you all, folks. Another fine day of steadily driving myself to pure insanity while searching for mastery camos. Why? Because it's what we do, that's why. Good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely time wherever you happen to be. We are leveling up at the moment the GPR with headshots, which is specifically what we're looking for at this moment in time. Not much else, just GPR headshots, and then at some point or another, I will eventually have to get round to doing the other one, the single fire one, but we will get there. We will get there, I'm confident. One headshot already, look at that. This map is being a 24/7 playlist soon, so that'll be interesting. I just got slammed by 3 people. Good morning, all. Good morning. I've just been shot clean by a teammate. I mean, how... I can already tell this is going to be a draining experience. I've changed my mind, you know? Maybe I need to 2-box. Everybody else is doing it. Just want headshots. Please give me headshots. All I'm looking for is bloody headshots through a door. How is that not a head? The only thing I can see is his head. Do you know what? I've changed my mind. For hardcore, for me to get headshots with this, I actually will just do hardpoint or domination. Because honestly, like, I'm more inclined to get headshots with people not sweating on me as much. And people are going to be less sweaty outside of that. Do you know what I mean? Last shotgun's giving me a headache. Yeah, Stakeout 24/7 is indeed live later this evening. Whether or not that's actually going to help a huge amount, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm fairly confident, just based off of some of the stuff I've seen, it is just going to be, like, giga sweats. But a man can dream, right? Like, a man can dream. My thinking is, like, if I maybe just focus on headshots a little bit more than I normally would, things will be fine. So if I get the 3x out, go into like a slightly larger map, if you will, I should just be able to tap heads, realistically. Because the GPR isn't particularly jumpy. That's the thinking, anyway. Whether or not that actually happens, slightly different question. We do have a video today on the new Warzone Black Ops 6 integration, because there's some very weird things going on in that. Like, I don't quite know what exactly is happening with the Black Ops 6 integration. I don't think I have words for it yet. But, like, if you've ever seen a development company sort of mildly panic, that is currently what's occurring. Do you know what I mean? It's a very strange integration. It's like, yeah, we're simplifying Black Ops 6 with the new integration. Anyway, you can now take 2 8-attachment weapons. It's like, what? Huh? We're simplifying Black Ops 6 with a new integration of Warzone. Anyway, here's an entirely redesigned perk package. What? Like, yeah, it's an odd set of choices that are occurring, I would say. And I'll be honest with you, I just, yeah, I've looked into some of the patch notes for it, like what they've publicly stated. It's confusing. Like, it's just generally confusing. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like they themselves aren't entirely sure what they're supposed to be doing. I did get reached out to by Call of Duty yesterday about, like, the server stuff, asking me questions in relation to my video that I put out. So maybe that's good news. Maybe they're looking into something for that. I just want headshots. That's all I'm looking for. I just want headshots, buddy. Why is he behind us? Okay, maybe this will be slower. Or maybe it's just because we're on red card of all maps. Hardpoint located. Yeah, nah. This was a mistake. This was definitely a mistake. God, I hate this game sometimes. Dan, thank you for the channel tactician. I appreciate you, buddy. Getting headshots on this gun is going to be an absolute clinical nightmare. It genuinely is. There's going to be simply no words for it. It is simply just going to be painful. And there's not much else to add to that. Really enjoyed yesterday's video too. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. There's been a very deliberate emphasis on my end to try and make video content better. Done a lot of planning behind the scenes in the lead up to Black Ops 6, and I'm glad it's doing well. I mean, it's paying off. I think we've had 1.5 million views over the last 30 days, give or take. I completed headshots of the GPI yesterday and it sucked. That fills me with confidence, John. It's alright, we can suffer together, sort of, I guess. I don't think I'm going to Prestige again. I don't think I have the time. Unless they announce another double XP. If they announce another double XP weekend this weekend, I probably will, but I don't think they will, so... Mr. 23 Crown with a 21 months. Can't wait for the return of Big Map Ranked, though. Abso-bloody-lutely. That will be marvelous. The return of Big Map Ranked will be glorious and spoken about fondly in our time. Me and the boys, live and direct as the world intended. Why is my... Alright, I was about to ask, why is my HUD turned off? And I realized I'm playing hardcore, so that would be the answer to that. Where'd my HUD go? Oh no. Anyway. Thank you very much for 21 months, Mr. 23 Crown. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Just need to accidentally hit people in the head. That's all we're going for here. Just kill Barry Tosser. Of course. He doesn't peek that angle that entire time and then goes, do you know what I'm going to do now? Randomly peek that angle. My 2 weeks of holiday is sadly over. Currently at work. Long, long day. Can't last forever, allegedly. I think it should, though. If only you had some sort of Call of Duty-based content that you could watch whilst pretending to work. God. Who could provide such a thing? Just shot a doll. Ask me anything. Hardcore. That's one way of looking at it. Just looking for headshots here. Just need a couple of headshots, please. I mean, the bonus of this gun is, like, it's super controllable, it's super accurate, like, doesn't have any real recoil. And then it's like, at the same time, it's like, how do you shoot a teammate in that scenario, brother? Like, at the same time, it's like, okay, that is the case, but, like, I actually need enemies to leave their spawn and move towards me, which honestly might be its own task at this point. Jesus fucking Christ. Hardcore genuinely is, like, awful. And I mean awful. I don't know how anybody enjoys this, if I'm honest. And I cannot wait to get these headshots done so I can never touch it again. It's Barry Tosser in the 2-box, loving. I wish it was a 2-box. Good God. Thoughts on the new AMD CPU, the new Undisputed Gaming CPU, but not that great for multitasking? It's good enough for multitasking, though. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very interesting. Like, if you sort of look at the 14900K and, like, the 5800 X3D, we've kind of reached a point now where, like, we've got a performance metric that is very good, but it's good to see stuff like thermals and efficiency thought about, like power draw and stuff like that. We're gonna go into face-off. I think the only way I get this done is just by cheesing face-off, I'll be honest. Because it is, like, even Nuketown is too, like, people are genuinely just trying far too hard. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, bruv. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. What's going on, boys? I do like some of these optics. I've always liked a U-dot to some extent. The thing about the weird thing about those AMD CPUs in particular is the 3D V cache. Just like sometimes it will just go crazy. Like I don't know what it is generally, but sometimes 3D V cache will just go ham. Like some games on 3D V cache will just like fly. I mean, like I think it's like F1 2024 or whatever. Just eats that stuff up. COD has always been quite friendly. Would it be enough to convince you to change up the PC gear? I actually have spoken to AMD in the UK, or I've been trying to speak to AMD in the UK. This is going to sound really snobbish, so, like, forgive me. But, like, I'm not really willing to pay for it, just because, like, I probably could get it for free. Do you know what I mean? And I know that sounds bad. But, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy a new AMD system when I'm on a 13900K, which has had its stability problems, sure, but, like, it's still good enough. It's good at, like, I'm probably losing maybe 20, 30 frames in the grand scheme of things by not having it. But, like, if AMD want to give me one, sure. If they don't want to, no problem. God, this mode is like, why do they even include the HVT mode in this? Like, including the HVT mode in this is genuinely just awful. Well, that was never gonna work. Okay, my bullets just straight up didn't register with that guy when he went down. That's new. You know the GPR is bad when it gets hit markers even in hardcore. Do you know what I mean? If you ever just needed like straight confirmation that certain weapons are terrible. Why did he pre-fire that? That was really, really strange. Maybe he has the reconnaissance perk, which they really need to just get out of the game, by the way. What the hell is the GPR? The absolutely god-awful AR that I'm currently trying to get headshots with. Yeah, recon stuff just has to go. Recon stuff 100% just has to go. This map is very wallbangable. Isn't that pretty much every map at this point? NATO service weapon? No, it's a really awful SA-80. I'll play any, I don't care at this point. If any young local filmmen would like to join me, ideally some of you who are feeling like you enjoy dying a lot and may have a low KD. Thinking of you often. I didn't realize it was hardcore watching you fire that weapon? Yeah. Yeah. That's that gun. That's what that gun does. Ever seen a gun so objectively terrible that it's just like, okay. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, so you ever see a gun that's just genuinely that bad that it's like, oh no, he was in hardcore. Like, oh. Oh. I'm shit, I'll hop on. Cheers. Who's throwing grenades? We're all here for camo challenges, buddy. Stop trying to be quirky with it. I'm getting hit markers in hardcore. Do you know how awful that is? Do you know where we've reached as a civic society? We've got one dude like really trying hard to like get melee by the look of it. I mean, this is insanely sweaty. Like, what am I watching? Like, genuinely, what am I watching? Look at how hard some of these guys are trying. I don't even think I need to move here. I think I just stand still, and they'll all just come to me. Goodness gracious. I can see why people are spending money to $2 to get the camos done at this point. I'll be so honest. I'm watching geezers like properly giga sweat this, like seriously, like really trying hard. Do you know what I mean? This is insane. This is 10 o'clock in the morning, boys. This is 10 o'clock in the morning on a goddamn Friday. On a work day. On the look, like, what am I seeing? Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you just throwing smoke grenades off spawn? Like, what am I witnessing? This is insane. This is my career, and I'm just out here chilling, bro. I've got man doing up spins and trick shots and smoke grenades and whatnot. Like, what am I seeing, bro? Nah, listen, boys. I might have to get the practical tit account now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, boys. Like, what is this? You're throwing nades on hardcore. What are you doing? Nah, blood. This is. We've already had one Donnie quit. What is blood doing? I've just spawned in front of someone's pistol. Yeah, safe. Adios, bro. Adios. Adios, bro. This is football heritage, bro. This is, like... Good God. Do you know what? I'm going to avoid the sweat playlists. I think I have to. I think I've got no choice. I'm going kill confirmed or TDM on hardcore to get these headshots done. And that's it. Time for some TikTok lot, bro. I'm trying to get them prime nicks to lobbies right now. If I didn't need to unlock things for like Warzone content, and that was my experience, I would have turned that off about 5 minutes ago and started playing FIFA. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. What have we done to the world? Oh no. Maybe I should have rewrote the script for yesterday's video. Maybe I should have said, actually, do you know what, guys? Just do what you want. just do what you want. Alright, I don't care anymore. Oh god. Like, I straight up spent the whole time yesterday making really sure that, like, when I put the video out, I wasn't phrasing it as, like, right, guys, it's time to be positive about two-boxing. Like, I really wanted it to come off mildly condescending, if I'm being honest. And now I'm sat here within the first 5 minutes thinking, do you know what, bro? Maybe they're right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like... Maybe they're actually just onto something, and like the rest of us need to just sort of catch up. Like, well, I'm facing Z Lacer. What is that? Z Laner's drug dealer cousin, bro. Like, what? Like, think you've opened Pandora's box with that video? Yes and no. I mean, I still didn't show people how to actually do it, and I mean, like, really easily do it. These guys are like, what am I seeing, bro? It is 10 o'clock in the morning on a work day. What's going on, bruv? Is everything okay at home? Who hurt you? Like, I'm not kidding when I say, like, the method that I did in that video would take me about all of 5 seconds to do right now. Maybe 10. Which is why I obviously didn't reveal it, because it's way easier than people think it is.
You've fallen behind! Damn it, we've lost the...
10 a.m. boys, what we did. There we go, that's more like it. I think if I just hold lots of really tight angles on this, I will just get cheap headshots, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. Ain't no way these boys are gonna have me cracking a monster at like 11. Just to compete, bro. How's that not a headshot? Okay, that is at least.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Getting hit markers with the GPR in hardcore is insane, by the way. This gun might actually be an all-timer for worst weapon in COD. Okay, this is actually kind of nice. I think I need caffeine in my blood. You might be right, honestly, I'll be real. Probably entirely correct. Hey there, Marky, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, Season 1 looks really promising. I've got a couple reservations about, like, the Black Ops 6 integration, like, and in terms of what they're doing with Warzone, but, like, if you look at Season 1 just for Black Ops, like, wow. What was it, 5 maps, 3 modes, a new zombies map that actually looks, like, insane. Like, they're cooking, man. There's no way around it. Like, in terms of just sheer content output, it's giving me Modern Warfare 2019 vibes. There we go. That's all we need. Come on. Keep lapping them up for me, boys. Go on, one more. Cheers, lad. No way did he just GL me out of spite, by the way. Guys, you exist to give me headshots. Didn't you know this? Nah, the sheer quantity of hit markers on this gun. Prison time. This weapon can only be solved by prison time. I mean, is there much difference from including them on launch or including them 2 weeks after launch? Like, you know, people expect seasonal content, Tombstone. Well, thanks for the Prime for 3 months, buddy. I appreciate you.
Enemy UAV inbound.
I don't even know what I'm playing against, bro. I'm playing against clan kids who are sliding around in hardcore, brother. Like, what in the Omnis movement am I seeing?
Hostile counter UAV established above.
I guess the one bonus of doing all this camo stuff is that when I actually do go back to, like, regular weapons and, like, regularly shooting people, like, what is this? What? How? And you're still losing, bro. You're sweating, and you're still losing.
Finish lines in sight.
You're like clan stacking, and you're still getting pissed on.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
Look at this. I'll start shooting bodies right now in game. Cheers, lad. Meanwhile, I got this geezer just trying to get his AK challenge done.
Hang on. Let me go.
Proper victory, that. Job done.
Outrageous behavior. He's not even going for head. Sorry, has he got... Oh no, that's not the camo, right? Am I head loss, or is that... No, it isn't. It isn't one of the mastery. I thought he had mastery and he was just playing for fun. Which is... instantly criminal, I mean, if I'm honest. I'm looking forward to getting this GPR out of the way. To be honest with you, if anything, the Goblin's probably going to be easier because it's a single fire, right? Like, and at least it's a guaranteed one-shot headshot. With this, it's like, Good luck, have fun, bro. Where am I at with headshots? What have I got? God, 30 out of 100. Goodness gracious. 50 kills while moving. Are you bantering? Honestly, might put the 4x on this. Okay, now this feels like a GPR. Pat3, thank you for the £5 super chat. Yeah, I'll accept the friend request. Why not? There you go. These are really boring modes, and for that I can only apologize, but... For what it's worth. We'll get it out of the way, you know? Currently doing the same weapon? Yeah, it's hard, dude. This weapon's making me lose. Full. I might even just single fire it. I know that sounds really stupid, but it might just be the way. I'm doing my pistols and it's making me lose my mind. Well, it's nice to know that it's like a group thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, as long as I'm not suffering alone.
We've taken the lead. Stay on target.
Sniper is down.
Okay, I lied. Floor is definitely the way.
Given up the lead. The lead is ours.
Point blank kills are the worst. I mean, point blank, I guess you could at least kind of get done. Just... God, I've switched firing mode like once and it panicked and did it like 6 times. Just keep feeding me those nice little headshot kills, boys.
Get a UAV on grid.
Why are you up there? That's a nice little headshot. 10 triple kills doing your nutting. That I can understand. Who's... Why are you throwing nades? You know, we all know you're here to do the same thing we're doing, which is to probably get some headshots. So why are you throwing nades? How is that not a headshot? The only thing I can see is his head.
Throwing Semtex.
Yeah, Babylon's a good map. Subsonic's not bad either. Like I say, it's more just the variety of maps that's lacking. Like, the maps themselves are pretty decent. Who is throwing smokes? What milsim do you think you're playing to be throwing smokes? See that, dude? I'm getting hit markers with this weapon. That's more like it. I reckon if they throw some more smoke at me, they might get me. Word on the street is like just a little more smoke and I might die. This gun was awful for headshots. I can tell. Well, you didn't have to tell me twice. Because believe me, I know. Like, how is a gun so bad that it sucks in hardcore? You ever had weapons so painfully inconsistent that in hardcore mode, it feels bad? Because that's new territory. I'll tell you what, that is very new territory. I'm thankfully managing to get quite a few headshots here, which is good to see.
Naughty, naughty.
I'm just aiming excessively high. Push out, you little weirdo.
Right where we want them. Finish the job.
I helped, I guess.
Trophy destroyed.
This genuinely might be up there with some of the worst weapons ever in
They
COD.
never stood a chance.
Like, I think they made this gun to test my mental health. The answer is terrible, by the way. Like, it's... There's no way a weapon's this bad for headshots. It is, I good to see you, buddy. But that was definitely a better experience than Face Off, like, objectively. Like, the problem you've got now is, like, so many people who are grinding camos are going, like, full sweat, that they have literally just, like... If you want the max SPMM, play Face Off hardcore. Like, you will run into every sweat under the sun in that mode right now. It's a petrifying level of sweatiness. Like, stakeout this evening with this SBMM is going to be insane. It is going to be clinically insane. I'm sure they'll rotate them around a bit, James. I'll never get the point of grinding for camos. Honestly, just because I've got the time. Like, I've leveled up. The only guns I haven't leveled up for Warzone that I want to level up. I need to do a little bit more on the compact. And I need to do a little bit more on the PU-21. But other than that, like, I've done everything I need to do. The snipers I'll finish off in zombies. How often do you need to replace your controller? I've had this controller for, like, well over a year now. I need to replace it once. Like, I'm not really a camo grinder myself, to be honest with you, John.
Kill confirmed.
I think it's just like accidentally kind of, yeah, like it's accidentally sort of just made sense because I've kind of done all the leveling I need to do.
We've claimed the advantage now.
There is a sniper.
I think this is a really cheap way of getting headshots, although I do feel bad for this one guy on our team who's trying to do pistols. I feel like I've kind of done him a disservice here. I mean, at least with these, you can kind of just hold angles and you can hear the footsteps coming and you kind of hold certain alleyways. How am I getting shot through solid concrete?
Revenge is my middle name.
There you go, that's more like it. There we go. It's a bloody headshot machine! Which one of you just naded 2 friendlies? That's hilarious. Now we're talking. Watched that video last night? Yeah, I mean, you know, we're cooking, guys.
Commencing surveillance operation.
I think, like, I want either all of my videos to be very, very useful or just very, very interesting. That's kind of the mantra I'm going for this year. It has to have intrigue or it has to have deep explanations or a mix of both, you know? Both can be hard to do. I've turned on my gaming chair. Yeah. Sorry, boys. Oh my god, that was such a lucky headshot. Oh my god. Ah, my hacks are on. No, I'm joking. I'm literally, like, this sounds stupid, but, like, I'm so used to, like, centering towards somebody's chest. I'm like, whenever I get into a gunfight, I'm literally just aiming up here and just spraying and hoping for the best. And so far, it seems to be working. Like, I'm just aiming way higher than I normally would and hoping for the best. Hey, thank you, Marky. I appreciate it. No! My spray and pray didn't work. I've not actually seen one of these be called in yet, so...
UAV mission timeline 50% expended.
I mean, accidentally, the bonus of the GPR over range is that you do get, like, an initial hit marker for the headshot because it genuinely sucks that much with damage. So, like, you do recoil into someone's head by accident. Over range, at least. Close range, less so, but over range, like, you literally will just recoil into somebody's head because the gun's arse. Which I think is kind of hilarious. Cheers, High Lord. Appreciate you. Bro just turned me into a TikTok. Which one of you is just calling in volleys of rockets? Is it weird that I shoot with my L2 and right back? ADS with L2 and shoot with my right back button? Not really, no. Most people aim and shoot with L2 and R2. I've just always done L1 and R1 because I prefer it. Back before I had, back before digital click, like, triggers are a thing, which I do have digital click triggers, like, the triggers I have don't have springs in them. Back before those were a thing, it made sense to shoot with L1 and R1 for better responsiveness, but now, obviously, you know, people have trigger stoppers and, you know, digital triggers. Which I do have, but I'm just so used to playing claw and shooting and aiming with L1 and R1 that just won't change it. So that PS3 grip, 100%.
Requesting recon above.
This has been a very bountiful game for headshots. You shoot with a back paddle. Yeah, now that's a little bit more crazy, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I could ever be able to shoot with a paddle, but... Not unless by, like, out of pure necessity, all of my buttons stopped working. At which point I would just buy a new controller as soon as I humanly could. Played any of that recently, Tact? Not recently. I'll be very honest with you, I haven't had time for recreational gaming. Like, if I'm not making a video or making a stream, I'm basically not touching my desk where possible. Because, like, you know, I've had some pretty late days recently. Like, less so this week, it's kind of mellowed out a little bit more. But, like, the previous week, I would start my day at 9 and I would finish my day at, like, 10 p.m. Like, I've been doing, like, straight up 12, 13 hour days. Apparently that rocket wasn't for me. Wonderful. All I want is headshots, you know? This has been quite fruitful for headshots, I ain't gonna lie. In a way that's been very satisfying. Huh. I was like, where's that guy who's normally laying in the corner? It's like, yeah, I'm just laying here instead, okay? What an interesting character. People not grabbing tags so they can farm? Bears. Honestly, bro, if I could boost camos, I would. I've reached a point of just pure lack of ethics and not really caring all that much. That's actually my fault. I'm not gonna complain about that team death. That's definitely my fault. Goes for headshots, gets pack shots instead. Basically, yeah.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
The ragdolls in this game are really good, by the way. It's not really something you talk about a huge amount because I guess you just don't really think about it. But they did a really good job with them. Lovely, another headshot in the bag. Get well in, son. Yes, son.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Yes.
Moving out.
Get well in. Get well in with them headies at the end.
Have eyes on.
We got well in with it.
I am a very bad loser.
It's working. The headshots, they're working. They definitely think I'm cheating, by the way. They 100% are spam reporting me right now. Put money on it. Like, if I'm them and I've just seen somebody pre-fire a corner, I think they do it. Or mastery after, we're just doing full dark matter. X. We got a considerable number of headshots that lobby, which was great. We've actually flown through this pretty quickly, which, you know, fair play. Like, I thought it was going to be worse. Because once I get to, what is this? What do I need here? 50 kills while moving and 30 kills shortly after sprinting. Like, then I can go into face off and just cheese it. Do you know what I mean? Like, then I can just full giga cheese. You know? It's just the last 25 headshots that we need. We can be a little bit more spicy with. Hi, thank you, AX. I appreciate it. Good morning, Jade. How we doing? How we doing? Lovely day for it. Lovely day for it. Yeah, we're not done too badly. Yesterday's video is currently sat at... let me have a look. Let me go to my YouTube dashboard without accidentally revealing my life and information. Yesterday's video is currently at 1 out of 10, which means it's my best running video at the minute. 11% CTR and a 7-minute average view duration, which is, for those of you who are unfamiliar with YouTube numbers, that means that video should just keep flying. Like, that should hit, like, probably 100k viewers over the next few days. Which is great. We love it. Thank you, YouTube. All those various meetings that you keep trying to have with me seemingly are paying off. They like me, I like them. I think they're kind of cute. Like, maybe we'll go out for a drink sometime. Like, gosh, you know? It's a modern love story with a corporation. This is the ugliest optic I have ever laid my eyes on. What have I done? Nah, mate. This optic makes Nigel Farage look attractive. Yeah. I thought it would be a lot smaller. Why is it so large? Ha! There's a joke in there somewhere, but I won't make it. Of course you're laying there. And of course you're a Nottingham Forest fan. Disgusting. Nottingham's not a real place.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Yeah, I was expecting this to be like a small red dot. That is not what I received. I mean, the bonus of this map is that you literally can just, like, jump up here and then probably just take someone's head clean off every time. Bloodline, good morning, buddy. Hope you're doing well. This is great. Why are you here? And how do you miss that? I'll stoop that low. Nice. Nottingham isn't a city, it's just a massive crime scene. I'm sure the people of Nottingham might take exception to that. Or maybe they'll agree, who knows? It's like people who live in Essex, do you know what I mean? If you live in Essex, you've surely just admitted at this point, like, you've accepted that socially at this point you are just trash. Like, it is what it is. Chelmsford included, alright? And you're also not London. As much as you might try to say so, you're just not London, okay? It's like people who live in Watford. Like people who live in Watford being like, yeah, I live in London. Where do you live? Watford. Oh, cool. Yeah, sure, bro. I live in London. Where do you live? Reading. What? Huh? If you're outside of Zone 5, you just don't live in London, okay? Like, it's a pretty straightforward equation, and even Zone 5's a bit of a stretch. Alright? I don't need geezers in Woolwich telling me that they live in London, alright? Like, come on, let's have some decorum. If you live in Woodford, you don't live in London. You live in a village. When your biggest export is Gemma Collins and James Corden, it's time to pack up shop. Yeah, that also just doesn't bode well for the United Kingdom. But that is 2 of our exports. do you know what I mean? Like, Gemma Collins, I don't mind too much. I mean, James Corden, though. Good God. He's got to go, bruv. He's got to go. It's, do you know what is it with the UK and sending, like, our worst possible exports to the United States? It's like, right, here are the 2 most popular people in Great Britain right now in the United Kingdom. Like, say, for example, Central C, right? Central C. His music's okay, but he's not our best. He's far from our best rapper, at the bare minimum. And for whatever reason, he's global in the US. Everybody in the United Kingdom thinks James Corden's a knob, and for whatever reason, he has a talk show. The US wants them unironically? I mean, maybe. The UK is a funny little country, though. My favorite thing about the United Kingdom is, like, when people pretend they're from the UK and then pretend that they're not from the UK. Like, take Andy Murray, right? Like, Andy Murray, whenever he does anything like, you know, Olympics-y, you know, anything remotely involving brand deals abroad, it's like, yeah, great British athlete Andy Murray. The second he's done with any of that, it's nah, mate, I'm Scottish, fuck off. Like, come on, pick a side, buddy. Pick a side, where are you at? All right, toe a line, one or the other, all right? I don't walk around telling people I'm English. All right? Has to be crashing out. Bears. I hear it. Camo grind has got me crashing out, bro. Absolutely. That's why I'm talking to you people instead. I also think Andy Murray's a bit of a knob, but that's probably not the best example for that reason. My what now and where now? The deal or no deal guy's famous enough to do stuff in New Zealand. Do you know what? We've got the odd wholesome, you know, TV presenter who do you know what? Send them everywhere. As far as I'm concerned. Look at Paul O'Grady. Everybody bloody loves Paul O'Grady. No one dislikes Paul O'Grady. He's just a man with some dogs. Send him everywhere. Let him do whatever he wants. All right? If they work for BBC Radio, probably a bellend. Don't send them anywhere. I mean, look at Jeremy Vine. Good God. I know he's dead now, but, like, you know, that was the point. We've had, like, a number of people like him. Who's the other geezer? The one who does grand designs. What's his name? Who's the geezer who did grand designs? Everybody loves the geezer who did grand designs. Send him anyway. That's cool. Is Kevin McLeod a bad guy, or is he, like, alright? Like, I mean, I like his speaking voice. Is he secretly a bellend?
Get to work. TACOM, I need eyes overhead. turret.
He's alright? Alright. I mean, for fuck's sake, we're a country who exported Louis Theroux. Louis Theroux! Just can't go wrong. I'd die for that man. Wholesome TV presenters don't exist in the UK, remember? Well, look, let me tell you something, Kieran. You know, my dad grew up in, you know, the 70s, the 80s. And, much to his dismay, very few of the presenters of his era are, how do we say, socially acceptable. Stephen, I bloody love Stephen Fry. I like Stephen Fry. I do like Stephen Fry. Look. I would argue our biggest entertainment export is probably Chicken Shop Day at this point. Do you know what? Look, I like Amelia Doom. She's great. If she ever wants a really socially awkward COD YouTuber, tell her to call me. I'll be there. I'm sure our clientele is way beyond that at this point. But... My favorite thing about Louis Theroux is, like, he finds a way to be condescending in a way that only the British understand. Do you know what I mean? Like, Louis Theroux has this very special ability where he can genuinely be the most condescending man imaginable, but in a way that only other British people would find funny. I need to get kills whilst moving, which is actually more complex than it sounds. Just did you support Arsenal before the brain injury? I shouldn't laugh, but that was so bad. Oh dear. Just send anybody from Great British Bake Off. Do you know what I mean? Just send them. All right. Anybody who does Bake Off. All right. They all seem all right. Can't really go wrong with anybody who's on Bake Off. Yeah. How popular is Jimmy Carr in the UK? Yeah, great. I think he's pretty popular over here. My favorite thing, if you ever want a real fine piece of British comedy history, Jimmy Carr got done for tax evasion, and he obviously hosts 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. And for every answer on the quiz show, everybody answered with the answer tax evasion. So he'd be like, oh, you know, what year did this happen in? And somebody'd be like, is the answer tax evasion? And it really pissed him off. It was great. No, Jimmy Carr's pretty well liked. Honestly, Jimmy Carr's not even that controversial. I mean, we're a country that has Ricky Gervais. I mean, like, you know, what's the Scottish geezer's name? Forget his name sometimes, but you know what I'm talking about.
Nice. Bullet ahead.
Frankie Boyle, yeah. I'd say Brits generally have pretty dark humor, which shouldn't really be a huge surprise to anybody. We are a country that, as of right now, has not seen sunlight in 11 days. If you live in London, right? And this is not me joking. If you live in London, you have not seen sunlight in 11 days. Do you know how insane that is? I think I've got all the headshots I need, by the way, so I'm going to pull you guys out. Sorry. Right, I need to do... 30 kills shortly after sprinting and 50 kills whilst moving. That sounds dreadful, if I'm honest. Yeah, like, so there's an actual statistical image of this, and I'm not bannering. Like, this is a real image, right? I put it, where is it? In the last 11 days in the United Kingdom, right? 18 minutes of sunshine. If you live in the southeast of England and you're not taking vitamin D, you're suffering right now. 18 minutes of sunshine. 18. 1-8. That is not good, Brev. For whatever reason, they've given the sunshine to Scotland. Don't ask me how. It's supposed to be sunny this Friday, so things should change, but 18 sweet minutes. And yet there are still bellends in London walking in with sunglasses. There are always bellends in London walking around with sunglasses. Today is Friday? Well, whoops. Hold on, let me... It's been a busy week, alright? Leave me alone. Let me have a gander. We're supposed to get a bit of sunshine today between 2 and 3 o'clock. So I think I'm going to pretend to be some sort of shit sunflower and go outside. T-shirt on, mini barbecue out the lads. Make the most of it, yeah. Crack a cold one, straight away. Bit of 30 seconds of sun with the lads. Get in. Can't go wrong, really. Don't forget sunscreen, yeah. Or mow the grass, absolutely. I'm actually really glad it's gotten kind of cold. Just because, like, the one thing you'll learn about living in suburban London, and this is just generally, like, universally, like, if you live in suburban London, everybody and their nan is always doing some sort of extension. Well, why can't I hear a drill at 3 o'clock? Oh, a loft extension. Or why can I hear an angle grinder at 3? Oh, yeah, just you know, adding some doors or something to the back. Like, bro, why are we in a constant state of construction? Can it get cold enough for the contractors to go home, please? Oh, God, this optic is well ugly. Has he just spawned right behind me? Mate, there's always someone somewhere in the United Kingdom trying to turn a 3-bedroom household into a 17-bedroom apartment complex, and it's truly the worst thing imaginable. Which one of you is tossing around C4, bro? Come on, have some decorum about yourself. God, this is a lot easier now that I'm not constantly aiming for headshots. Never seen a skint tradesman in the UK? No, not particularly. I mean, tradies do pretty well. Most countries, don't they? Particularly in Australia, I think. It's always kind of what makes me die about the United Kingdom. It's like... we have, like, a very large collective of young people who clearly suck at higher education and just don't find it interesting. It's like, right, lad, do you want to bend a pipe and make, like, $1,000? Like, well, yeah, of course. Unfortunately, the newer generation has been poisoned. I say by people like me, but I'm not going to say people like me. The newer generation has been poisoned by TikTokers and content creators. Mostly TikTokers, though. I'm blaming you, TikTok. Quite frankly, I don't care. We very much live in a new generation where, like, these guys, like, these kids log in online these days and, like, they think, you know, oh, it's easy. Like, you know, why would I work a regular job when, like, some dude's making videos, making lots and lots of money, or, like, I don't know, why would I go do a job when, like, some dude can just get his schlong out on the internet and make a couple milli? Do you know what I mean? And the inverse of that for the ladies, do you know what I mean? Bending a pipe for $1,000? That sounds like a job description not for a tradie. Well, look, I did just allude to the other kind. The Love Island generation, you mean? Yeah, pretty much. And what are your talents, Grace? Oh, just looking peg, mate. All right. Any degree? Any education? Lack of discipline, also a reason. Yeah, 100%. I would agree. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, being in this generation is shite. Like, you know, houses cost an arm and a leg. Existing and breathing costs a shit ton of money. But like, no one's gonna do it for you. Like, that's just life. I think it's kind of the sad thing. Like, one thing of like, we're starting to get there. Maybe, I don't know. But like, I like that there's kind of been a bit more of a separation between like the gym rats and like the overly misogynistic recently. Because like, the gym rat stuff is good discipline, and if you're good at doing shit like that, you'll probably be good at other traits of your life. Unfortunately, it's just sort of had a weird bleed in with like, yeah, I lift weights. Also, I fancy elbow dropping a woman later, you know? Thankfully, that seemingly is changing. In the grand scheme, well, at least in Europe. I don't know what it's like in the States, although, to be honest with you, when does anybody know what it's like in the States? Every time we think we've got those people figured out, something changes. I was part of school about working content creation in video games, and 70% of the group said they wanted to be a YouTuber or content creator. Every kid these days wants to be a YouTuber or a content creator, but don't know half the work that goes into it. And that's the truth. And honestly, I wish they would just tout YouTubers around to schools and be like, right, this is how it actually works, by the way. Because it's like it's lunacy. Like, they think it just happens overnight. They think they just stream a video game and it happens. Do you know what I mean? It's like... Do you want to... I'll tell you what, I'll show you what it looks like. Let me show you what being an actual content creator looks like. So this is my board from last week. I can't show you the full thing for obvious reasons, as it includes payment information. But this was like last week's board, okay? Like, this was last week's board, not this week's board, all right? This week's board is a whole new board that I had to sit there for 3 hours and do on a Sunday, right? You want to know what actual content creation looks like? It looks like this. It looks like this. It looks like planning. It looks like sitting in front of a whiteboard. It looks like staring at your YouTube analytics for an hour and a half, figuring out why something worked and why something didn't work. That's what real content creation is. Not... this guy's record, like, and this is the worst part about it, is like, if you look at like really popular streamers, right? do you think people like Speed just happen to be popular? Like, no. People like Speed and Kai Cenat are accidentally geniuses. Like, absolutely super intelligent people. Like, Kai Cenat's doing this subathon, and he has managed to pull apart every single popular culture reference in the space of a month. And that's planning. That's intelligence. Because he knows that all of it's going to go viral and in turn feed into his system. All right? That's not him just going, haha, do you know what's going to be funny? Getting that Miles Morales kid who, like, does TikTok stuff. It's like, no, he has genuinely thought about that. Like, yeah, granted, there are different types of content creators, and there are some of them who just have millions of dollars and can do whatever they want. You know, your Kai Cenats, your KSIs, your Mr. Beasts. Doesn't change the fact that they know their craft to a T. Bro turned his whole setup into a Western saloon for Red Dead. Changed his whole setup into some sort of temple when he did, like, Dark Souls. Like, it's set dressing, it's prop design, it's planning, it's ordering stuff in, it's production teams, you know? These guys don't just make money randomly. They do it because they're very intelligent. Like... It looks like work. It is work. It's a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of work. I don't think I've had less than a 12-hour day in the past 3 weeks. And that's making videos, making live streams, doing short-form videos. It's all of it. You know, it's deals, it's brand deals, it's talking to my agent, it's talking to my agency, it's you know, networking, it's everything, dude. Like, it's a whole different world that people just don't know exists because we just don't talk about it because we're just doing it anyway. I want to know how long it would take me to earn 50p. Well, if somebody becomes a channel member right now, the answer to that's quite quick. And that's last week's mood board. Like, my new mood board for this week is going to be me... Well, I've already done it, but like on Sunday, I basically just sit in front of my desk, go through YouTube, have a whiteboard in front of me, come up with ideas, and just hit the desk as to what I think is going to work. Stoddy Flop video was a cinematic masterpiece. It absolutely was. And again, deeply planned. I did not make that video and think to myself, yeah, it's just a random clip that's going to bang. I made that video because I thought, 11-second clip, popular culture reference, super high viewer retention, something relatable, GG. It's going to pop. I literally put it in our group chat when I posted it on Twitter and said, this is going to bang. Like... Like, naturally, you know, we don't really talk about the businessy side of things too much because obviously, you know, at the end of the day, we are a business, but a lot of our business comes from actual communal support. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I wouldn't be a content creator for as long as I have been if it weren't for people becoming channel members, gifting channel members, stuff like that. You know, communal support obviously is massively important. So I guess when we talk about the businessy stuff, there's kind of a concern where people are going to be like, nah, this guy's just here to, like, make a bag and leave. And it's like, no, like, you know, I love what I do and I enjoy the community element of it. It's just, job's a job. Like any other job, you know? But yeah, like, you know, I got a lot of love for the new generation wanting to follow their pursuits and passions. I guess I just wish, as a country, at least in the United Kingdom, I wish we just exposed kids to more avenues. Do you know what I mean? Like, sports, music. If you want to do higher education, stuff in STEM. If you don't want to do higher education, okay, well, here's what trade work can look like. If you don't find trade work interesting, well, here's what self-employment can look like, and here's what handling your own business can look like. I just don't think we do that. And there's always been sort of feeble attempts to do it. Just sort of like half-eyed attempts of it. But like, you know, I don't know. Like, it's just... I wish as a country, and I wish generally, like, across Europe, I mean, I know they do it really well in, like, Finland and places like that. I wish, like, rather than just having, like, a focus on this sort of brain rot generation of short form, like, and TikTok and stuff like that, I wish we just had a general focus of, okay, like, you know, conventional education's not for you, but this could be, and this is what it looks like, and here's how you do it, right? We'd have a much less idle economy and idle generation if people actually did that. And we used to have apprenticeships back in the early 2000s when Tony Blair was kicking about. And then obviously David Cameron showed up, fucked it all off, ruined the country, and left. Why? Because that's what Tories do. That's why. I wouldn't even call it that at this point, to be honest with you, Marky. I think modern education is teaching kids how to pass an exam, and that's about it, really. You know, I didn't pass my A-levels when I went through sixth form because I was intelligent. I passed my A-levels because I was good at memorizing shite. Apprenticeships still exist, but not to the level that they used to, Sam. Not to the, like, when I was at school in the early 2000s, they would bang on about it incessantly. It was a core part of education. Now it's just like, oh yeah, you legally have to be in school till 18. Good luck if you don't like it. You know what I mean? That's kind of where we're at. Again, Tories. Non-curricular activities will always be dropped. Yeah, because we just have a hyper-fixation on exams for people who inevitably just won't care about any of it. Like, my teachers thought I was vaguely intelligent, so like, yeah, we want you to do math, science, do all of these things. My degree was philosophy, politics, and economics. I didn't do maths and science. But yeah, anyway, that's my 2 pence. My parents had to push me down the apprenticeship route. My school fixated on me going to uni. 100%, man. 100%. Like, in the UK, like, all we think about is sending kids to university. And it's like, most of the kids I know who went to university dropped out, didn't like their course, or did a course that they thought would make money. If you look at the number of people every single year who try to do, like, medicine, dentistry, or computer science, and then compare it to the number of them that drop out every year, I bet you the number's massive. Put cash on it. The amount of people I know who went to uni and did medicine and just depressed. PPE degree, why aren't you working for a think tank for the tobacco or oil industry? I'm working on it. What do you think my exit strategy is? What do you think my exit strategy is here? No, I'm actually, do you know what? I think when I pack up content creation, I'm going to go work for Lockheed Martin. I laugh like I don't have a master's in international security. And that I definitely was or wasn't approached by said companies. It's ethical if you don't see it happening. Yeah, and like that's fine if you know it's going to give you a comfortable lifestyle, Tilo, or like you know, like you enjoy it to some extent. I just see a lot of kids leave school and go, "Why are you doing medicine?" Because my mum said it would make me cash, and it's like, great. Why have you dropped out of uni after the first year? Because I was depressed. Shock. Like. I need 10 double kills with GPR, and then we've got this god-awful, god-shite weapon. Gone. Still it banged, bro. Still it banged, bro. I can't wait to go back to Warzone. I ain't gonna lie, boys. Don't get me wrong. Multiplayer's alright. Like, it's alright. I just need Warzone, bro. My brain chemistry doesn't work for multiplayer. If I'm not hearing Victory Royale at the end of every screen, bro, I can't do it. Is it just a long-winded psyop, or are you just going to do a 180 one day and start saying how good the military-industrial complex is? Look. All I can say is that if somebody lets me get in an F-35, my opinions might change quite rapidly. You know what I mean? Like a YouTuber who suddenly decided that they're really, really fond of mobile games and that they absolutely love Raid Shadow Legends. You know? If you let me get in an F-35 or a C-130, I'm easy, you know, I can be a bit more flexible. You know? Then we're in new territory. I can be bribed, all right? That is not new news, all right? Speak to my agent. Okay? Go to Turkey, innit, Mark? Get some turkey teeth going. 100%, bro. Go crazy. Pick the F-22. Nice. Is it still called a Raptor, the F-22? F-22 Raptor, isn't it? I'll be honest with you, the vehicle I want to get into at most is a C-Tax.
Hardcore kill confirmed.
Master Detached Security. I can be bribed, though. 100%. 100%. Look, why is it only Rishi Sunak who gets to engage in corruption? I'll do it too. You don't think I will?
We got the lead. Now hold it.
If Boris Johnson's allowed to do it, I am too. That's how it works, right? Did any of you guys see the video footage of what Edinburgh police released on Bonfire Night? Oh, because it actually genuinely made me laugh so hard. So hard. I have actually had the luxury of hearing an A10 Warthog in real life. And let me tell you something. It's a sound that never leaves you. But all I'm saying, Battlefield, is that if you've got that new VR coming up and you want to throw some content creators out of a C-130 Hercules, I will be there. All right? I'll be there no matter what. It looked like AC-130 footage, didn't it? All right, so for my fellow Americans and for those of you a little less familiar, Edinburgh police basically released a helicopter camera footage of like antisocial behavior during fireworks night of like young lads or whatever like letting off fireworks. And obviously it was like a straight FLIR camera, like a straight, you know, gray and white thermal camera, and it had someone captioned it. I thought they just called in a kill streak against Edinburgh. It genuinely looked like AC-130 footage from a video game. So it had crosshairs as well. It did, didn't it? Oh, class, man. Absolute class.
Enemy sniper's done. Someone else.
I think I've got this goal now, which makes me feel passionate. Got to listen to an enemy. Got to listen to an AC-130 fly overhead. I feel sorry for enemies. The air rumbles when they're nearby. That's not intimidating at all. From the countries who brought you speakers on helicopters to scare you. A sign of the times, Ant. A sign of the times. Unfortunately. Although, to be honest with you, being on Reddit's risky business anyways these days. Have any of you ever, like, logged into Facebook recently? Because I think that's the most interesting one. You log into Facebook and it's just like your nan liking a picture of an AI-generated cat that definitely doesn't exist. Or my personal favorite, AI-generated locations that aren't real. It's like, wow, look at this country. It's not a real country, bro. That's Wakanda, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Being a Twitter is also risky business. I can't open it in public anymore. Bro, that For You page is the worst thing that's ever happened. Genuinely. It's either OnlyFans content or death. And quite frankly, Elon Musk seems to think that's what you want. Yeah, you literally. I'm the same, bro. Like I'll be on like my phone sometimes, like if I'm on a train or something, and like I have to double check to make sure I haven't got the For You tab open, just in case it's some rogue shit. I mean, he's probably losing enough money that eventually he will just drop the thing, and by God, I hope so. Either that or Blue Sky will just take over, probably. Those videos which say come to Croydon and it's a tropical beach. Hey, look, Croydon is a tropical beach. Right, what do you know about Croydon? I opened my For You tab and it was just a bunch of muscular women. I don't know what that says. I think it's some sort of dangerous psyop. Wouldn't be able to explain where it's come from though, or elaborate how. What did he say? I only open X when alone and with a handful of massage oil. Nice. Nice. It's learned your kinks. It's cool. Don't fight it. Look, I've had trickier wanks now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Good God. Your For You pages, muscular goth mummies. Jesus Christ. Oh dear. You guys are funny, man. It's No Nut November in some parts of the world. I mean, that's not by choice, I'll tell you that much. The streets are cold, bro. Golly, look at this man with a pistol. They have families. Are pistols really this good? Damn, not me on the highlight reel. If that isn't a like on the stream, I'll shush them for a like on the stream right now. I'll do it again. It's Jason Bourne. I mean, it bloody well might be. Single by choice. Unfortunately, it's the lady's choice. I've had a job that involves you sitting at a desk for 12 hours a day with lack of sunlight. On a video game with mild undertones of sexism and racism that definitely has a really good general consensus amongst the gaming community for being a positive space. No? Just me? Cool. Alright, time to do this absolute dodecahedron of a weapon, bro. Got the goblin out. Just like you'll be goblin on these. Nah. Oh, God. You people let me get away with too much. That's why I'm like... It's why my brain chemistry is so massively altered in unhelpful ways. It's hardcore. You can kill someone by spitting on their foot. You handing those out for free? No, I'm joking. I think I probably will go back to kill confirm for this. Just think it works. MP is taking me to dark places. I'm taking myself to dark places, bro. I don't need multiplayer's help for that. We haven't seen sunlight in London in about 11 days. So, you know, if it wasn't for the pure amount of vitamin that I'm slamming down my throat on a regular basis. Feet spitting? Is this Twitter? Good God. emptying the clip is absolutely insane. Calling that emptying the clip is absolutely criminal. That is outlandish. Get me Warzone back, bruh. Feel like pure shit, just want Warzone. One more week. Less than a week, actually. Thursday onwards. Gonna be a lovely, lovely time for it. How are they going to manage all the guns in Warzone? They're not. The way they're going to handle all of the guns in Warzone is they're going to look at all of them and go, here are all the guns in Warzone. Let's just make all the ones that currently exist absolutely terrible. And that's going to be the solution. The problem with having so many guns, and I will allude to this obviously in today's video, is that eventually they're going to accidentally break things. Do you know what I mean? Like, whether they mean to or not, eventually what's going to happen is, like, there'll be an update. It'll be like, all right, guys, this is Season 2 Reloaded. Oh, no, we accidentally re-enabled that one-shot shotgun for the 16th time. Or that dual-wield auto pistol for the 57th time. Do you know what I mean? Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 guns are staying. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them, like, there are going to be over 170 weapons in Warzone by the time Black Ops 6 integrates. It's absolute lunacy. All because some executive somewhere decided to promise them that their skins would carry on over to the next version of COD. God knows why. I'm assuming this is a one-shot, right, to the head. And if it isn't, I'll be livid. Yeah, I figured this one would be easy. Because, like, it doesn't really move a huge amount, and it has a pretty decent rate of fire. Well, in hardcore, anyway. If you tried doing this in regular. Well, good luck to you, lad. I honestly think the skin makers are the ones who have the most fun. Imagine every day you go into work and it's like, how can I make this MP5 look cool? Where did that nade even come from? It was our own teammate, of course. I mean, they just need to nerf all of them. They need to nerf every single gun. Like, just take every Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 gun and just make it terrible. That is the only way this integration goes smoothly. Just shot teammate. My bad, my bad.
Enemy counter UAV above.
Okay, we called in a counter UAV on hardcore. I mean, certainly one of the decisions of all time. The weapon artists are crying. Isn't that how it should be? It's like a natural order of balance, right? Can someone just please walk into my headshot? This team don't seem all that fond of the idea of like... I hate recon so much. They need to delete recon as fast as humanly possible. Also, where the hell are people spawning?
Hostile UAV established overhead.
You have got to be shitting me. Now, where is that guy? He's got to die. Wrong one. Whoopsie. What are these spawns? Okay, remind me to do hardcore, like, domination or something. Just because I physically can't tell where people are spawning right now, and it's driving me insane.
Sam turrets up. Enemy UAV inbound. Get a counter UAV in the air.
Where the fuck are you guys even playing, honestly? Like, where are these people? Like, what, like... I genuinely cannot tell where the enemy team is operating. Think you have a sweaty Don who's just trying to flip spot? I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, I don't know why he's sweating so hard in bloody hardcore. Like, no one cares. Yeah, there's no problem. No wonder why his name is Z Meltix. He's moving like a fucking melt. What am I seeing? Why are you trying to flip spawn? Yeah, fuck this guy. Adios, bro. We get it. Like, we get it. You're really good at COD, bro. The rest of us are just trying to get camos. You merchant. Alright? No one's taking it that seriously. It's just you. It's just you. Alright? Just you. Good God. Yeah, I really hope they get rid of recon, like, in Season 1. I'll be surprised if they don't. Granted, I'll probably never play multiplayer again once Warzone releases, but... Five headshots down, 95 more to go, gentlemen. And some would say, this is Democracy Manifest.
Hardcore domination. Green light. Go, go, go. Security. Locked down. Enemy system. Your AO. Bravo.
Ah, I see you know your judo well. Yo there, sir. Are you ready to receive my limp...
UAV inbound.
If Area 99 did 50 out to 75 player BR, would it bang? Probably not. Area 99 does not look like a good map. I mean, I'm willing to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It just doesn't look like one. Look at this. Look at this, man. What have we done to this game? Can't even chill at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Friday anymore, bro.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Enemy UAV inbound.
Why are these people sweating? And none of them are getting headshots. None of them. Not a single one of these players has gotten a headshot. This whole time. It's lunacy. It's total lunacy.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
You people make me sick.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hostile counter UAV established above. Enemy sequence inbound. Control of Bravo.
You're not getting headshots. What are you trying to do, buddy? What is wrong with these people? Why, like, actually, no, I shouldn't even ask that question. I know why. Education is clearly far and few between these days.
Tango deleted.
What is wrong with these people, man? Yeah, I'm just going for the camo. No, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm just running around shooting people. I refuse to believe nobody of sane mind actually plays hardcore. Like, by choice. Surely that's just not real.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hostile UAV established above. Losing A. Securing Charlie. Taking Bravo underway.
Using stim shot.
Tack off. Launch a UAV. Hostile UAV established overhead. Control of Bravo. We're losing Alpha.
Hostiles down. Getting eyes in the sky. Scout post running.
Please, just get headshots. I wouldn't even mind as much if you were actually doing what you're meant to be doing. I honestly wouldn't, but you literally couldn't hit the broadside of a barn door.
Charlie secured. Enemy UAV inbound. Bravo underway.
Who in sweet Christ uses impact grenades? And also, who added impact grenades?
Scout post live.
What's going on out there? What's going on out there is I've got 5 Donnies who are clearly straight up schoolless, jobless, all in the in-between, playing like Muck CDL on the opposite team, and not even getting headshots. You're in hardcore, man.
Look alive. Hostile sentry turret.
I don't think that player on this geezer, I don't think, and he's saying he's camo tracking. I genuinely don't think I saw him get a single headshot. And I mean that passionately. I don't think I saw him get one. Not once. Goodness gracious, boys. Drop a like on the stream for what will be the decline in my mental health. At least I unlocked the nice 4x. This is a nice 4x. I like this 4x. I'm 100% honest in my stream title. I know what's occurring. Rewind is great for headshots. Protocol's not bad either. Like, why am I facing 3 stacks of sweats? Like, what in hardcore domination? Like, huh? Like, what? Like, what's going on, bro? The multiplayer experience is just not for me, and that's okay. You know, I will be returning to the realm of Warzone soon. TM soon. Just once they get Omni movement, because I think playing without Omni movement probably would genuinely make me go more insane. I think I might double stream next Friday. Because Thursday Warzone drops. I think I'll stream Area 99 day 1. And then day 2, I think I'll do Area 99 in the morning. And then, excuse me, zombies in the evening. Goodness gracious, I need to get some skill juice in me. You know what? I'm going to go do that now. Chat, lock in. I'm going to go get some straight skill juice at 11:54. It's technically midday. Who cares? BRB.
Hardcore kill confirmed. Remind the fugitives that actions have consequences. behind Crimson.
I'm back like I never left.
Kane requesting UAV. Get a UAV on 3.
Remind me to never get white monsters again. They taste awful.
Established overhead.
TACCOM, get me a UAV. Get counter UAV in the air. TACCOM, I need eyes overhead.
Sniper kill. You are most welcome.
I'm accepting my fate. White monster with pre-workout is epic. Yeah, look.
Counter UAV.
I'm not trying to die by 27. If that changes, I'll let you know.
Bring in the
Go delete. Standing by.
Task counting UAV. Tac off, requesting recon overhead.
Requesting recon overhead. UAV commencing surveillance. 5 kills. UAV has been destroyed.
Enemy UAV inbound. Enemy UAV inbound.
I really like this 4X, by the way. No, that could have been a bunch of nice headshots. It's not bad. You can goblin on these nut. Yeah, this thing is... Well, I say this thing, my brain, at the help of caffeine. I'm being statistically a little bit more locked in. It's getting substantially more headshots.
TACCOM above.
So you've had it here, folks. If you want to get more head, caffeine might be the way.
Watchdog helo on station above.
Tac off, Gray requesting CUAV. Gray authorizing UAV mission.
Why did I just get killed by a teammate with the shotgun?
Net call. Helo inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead. Hostile
Feeling a bit more locked in here, boys.
Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
Let's go right there. Oh, I should have just fired my gun quicker.
Inbound. Enemy UAV inbound.
Damn it.
Get a UAV on fleet. Get counter UAV in the air.
Sniper is down. You may move.
Whatever they're hiding.
You performed your job almost adequately.
We've got a fair few headshots. At the expense of my general neuron firing capacity. Oh, dearie me, guys. Dearie, dearie me. Hey, thank you, Steve. I appreciate you, buddy. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's taken a lot of work, but it do be getting there. I just love this optic, by the way. Like, God, am I seriously 26 out of 100? $26 out of 100. Tears, bro. I'm too nah. What did he say? Get him gone. That is a clean optic. The focused blue dot. Wowzers. That guy could get to see you, buddy. Let's go. Yeah, let's definitely go Skyline. Getting headshots isn't too bad. So, maybe this is me being a bit weird, but Call of Duty did this whole, like, marketing campaign where some random dude, like, in the UK could win 100 grand. And they did it with, like, a bunch of people who are obviously just not affiliated with COD at all. And I don't know how much they spent on it. I'm going to assume it was a lot of money. I'm going to assume it was a lot of money. And, like, it's genuinely gotten, like, the least reach I think I've seen from any COD thing, like, ever.
Hardcore close and burn. Work quick and clean. No witnesses. They've taken the lead.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, you've hypothetically got players who are like 2 to 3 KD, but their actual career KD is 1.5, 1.4, whatever, like maybe even 1. And that's just because COD's doing its job. Do you know what I mean? Like, CDL pros right now probably have KDs of maximum 2. And really, everybody's KD, if you're remotely talented at the game, will probably sit between 1 and 2. Because it, like, but like my version of a 1.2 KD might be very different to somebody else's version of a 1.2 KD because of the caliber of the lobbies that we're playing. Do you know what I mean?
Hostile UAV established.
So like someone like, I don't know, Cloaksy or whatever, their 1.2 KD is obviously because they're in the most outrageous demon lobbies imaginable.
Hostile counter UAV established above.
Requesting recon above. Requesting UAV above.
This guy randomly holding different angles with this marksman rifle is pissing me off. Can't he see that I'm trying to get some long-range kills?
Enemy UAV inbound. Enemy UAV inbound.
Do you really mean to tell me that that last shot wasn't a headshot? That guy honestly might, unless he's got recon, he genuinely might be cheating. Like, I'm not even kidding. So I'm just gonna roll it. I can't tell if he's got recon because I haven't got a kill cam, but I'm just gonna send it anyway. Like, he's near snapshot perfectly pre-aimed a corner on damn near every play.
Enemy scout pod detected. Hostile counter UAV established above. Enemy UAV inbound.
I don't think I've ran into any cheaters in Black Ops 6 yet, as far as I'm aware.
Requesting recon above.
Be taking cover. Be mine. Trump.
UAV established overhead.
God, I've got that random donkey dom on the other team again as well, bro. Bloody Sweatimus Maximus who's not even doing camos.
Enemy UAV inbound. Enemy UAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Lads, you want a boost?
Shot kilo.
I've heard it here first. Anybody who want a boost?
Enemy UAV inbound.
Yeah, no. I think that guy's weird. I genuinely do. think he might be the first one I've seen, but we'll see. I'm gonna leave this game though, just because I want to see what Jaff's doing. Jaff is live today, isn't he?
Hello.
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 Figured if
I'm
I was-
inviting one of my mates.
It's alright. I figured if I go crazy, I'd go crazy with company.
Yeah, I'll be real. I'll be totally real with you, Lucky. Good luck trying to do the launches. That's all I'm gonna say.
What are you doing right now?
Well, I've got one of the launches golds. I'm doing a marksman rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all the snipers golds, but I'm doing the RPG. I've
Right.
got destroy score streaks with the RPG, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
With Con, this is Lucky. This is Con. Con's
How you doing,
my
mate?
IRL, one of my close mates in real life.
Hello.
Oh, that's a nice thing you said to me.
So yeah, RPG you've got to get streaks down in the sky, but it doesn't lock on.
Right.
So yeah, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say, because mine's out here stressing IRL.
Right. That's not good, brother. Yeah, that's less than ideal. What
We'll
mode are
play
you?
it out strictly hardcore. Strictly hardcore dominate nuke time right now, just for the headshots
That is
purposes.
fine. That actually works just lovely. I've done all the headshots except for the goblin, and that's the last one in the AR category.
Yeah, but so someone in my chat said as soon as you get all of them golds, do diamond straight away.
That makes sense, yeah.
So I'm eventually I'm gonna go back and do the snipers anyway.
Oh.
Alright, any streaks in the sky or what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll get most of it done probably before Warzone.
No, you could easily get it all done. All you just gotta do is
Probably.
just be efficient about it, innit? Like,
Guys, look,
just-
if you see me playing with an account called TheTactical and it's level 1, just don't ask me any questions, alright?
a little tactical, you know. Could have renamed it anything better.
Literally, just me, 4 Xboxes.
Bro, this gun is ass, by the way. The Tarkov, whatever it's called, the Tarkov. Terrible.
There's literally no streaks, by the way. I haven't seen a single. I haven't seen a single one.
Double headshot, let's go, baby. Enemy UAV! Sound alarms! Right. Come on, work. No!
Oh, someone else is going for it.
No!
Someone has.
Let's see, mate. That's doing it. You're cheating. You use a lock-on launcher. Oh, one shot kilo. That's actually really helpful.
Yeah, you can get that.
Oh, bro. Leave me alone, man.
Yeah, that is today's video, Colsey. Today's entire video is the new integration. I mean, if you got a compensator on this, you'd be chilling, because it just, yeah, all it is like it couples its shots to the head, so pretty straightforward. Well, there's not really any major deviation. Give me a muzzle brake or a ported compensator and we're chilling. Are there any games you play offline and create no content for? Just curious. At the minute, not really, man. I'll be honest. Like I do have some moments where I do. Like I do have some moments where, like, I will get into a game for a bit, like without streaming it. It's usually games that are just deeply outside my category, so like, I don't know. Maybe I'll become a RuneScape player again. I used to play Valorant a little bit, but then like... Stalker 2 stream when? When Stalker 2 releases. As a matter of fact, we might actually get, we might actually get early access to Stalker 2 if we're lucky, so... Before Black Ops 6, I was playing Skylines. Yeah, I'm honestly just trying to think what I was playing. Like, I was playing a bit of DayZ, obviously. Honestly, not a lot. Like, genuinely, I've spent a lot of time away from my desk, I'd say, outside of content creation at the minute. Like, the second I'm, like, done, I just don't get back to it. Incoming old school RuneScape hardcore Iron Man series. I don't know. Have you genuinely ever played Raid Shadow? No. Well, actually, no, I did once to record for an ad. I mean, some people play mobile games. I mean... My mantra in mobile games, especially in terms of, like, accepting brand deals for them, is, like, somebody has to be playing them, right? There's no way they're, like, top on all these leaderboards if nobody's playing them.
I'm only shooting his Don. Where is he?
How long's left in your game, roughly?
Huh?
How long's left in your game, roughly?
A few minutes, I think.
Few minutes, yeah.
Right. We could do a little Q&A whilst we wait. Ask me anything. Well, mostly anything. I wonder what this is like against 3 plates. Or if it's accurate, even. Pretty terrible. I mean, it's not awful, but it's not great. That's a bold question to open with, David. A very bold question, and the answer is definitely no. Unfortunately, unlike Prince William. It's alright in hardcore Torbis, other than that. What's the new headset? Not really new. I kind of alternate between the Razer Mores and the Biodynamics. I'm tempted to go back to the biodynamics for Warzone, especially during ranked play, but we'll see how we get on. Oof. Predictions: Arsenal, Chelsea. I think it's a No, I think we'll win. I think we'll win. Odegaard's out, I assume, or might not play. Declan Rice might be out. I just don't see... I don't see Caicedo and Lavia losing the midfield battle. The only way we lose to Arsenal, and this is just me keeping it 100 with you, is if Robert Sanchez, genuinely the worst goalkeeper in the world with his feet, decides to pass it clean to Kai Havertz. That is the only way we lose that match. Otherwise, I think it'll be a fairly dominant performance from us. Champions League winner this year? Champions League winner this year. Good question. Good question. This might be a risky one, but I'm going to say it anyway. I actually think Liverpool might do it this year. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling. I've just got a weird feeling that they might do it. I don't know what it is. I think everybody else looks quite plainly mediocre, and they look quite consistent. Outside of football, what other sports do you follow? I keep up with the UFC a little bit. Not like crazily, but like I will watch it from time to time. Boxing less so. I'd say the sports I do follow, I follow quite avidly. You know, like obviously we know I follow the NFL pretty intensely. I follow regular football pretty intensely. So I don't really have enough room for anything else to really be high on my list. That's a rogue question, Bondi. A very rogue question. Always thought of you as more of a Harry. I mean, I'll take it. He's definitely the cooler one of the two. And his wife's fit, you know, GG. That's a nightmare blunt rotation there, Colsey. Thank you for that one. City will bounce back after the injury crisis. I don't think they will. I actually don't think they will. I think there is a risk of teams becoming too reliant on certain players. And I don't think it's something that gets talked about enough. Like, if you look at Chelsea through sort of the mid-2010s, we were far too reliant on N'Golo Kante. And in a very similar vein, City have become far too reliant on Rodri. However, I will say this, and this will be my controversial take of the day, maybe. I don't know. N'Golo Kante is 100% a better midfielder than Rodri, and the fact that he got a Ballon d'Or before Kante is insane. Absolutely criminal. Would you rather fight one horse-sized rat or 100 rat-sized horses? 100 rat-sized horses. I feel like you could very swiftly kick them. Rats are also kind of scary looking if they were that large. You know? Who's the best female COD streamer? In terms of just raw achievement, I'd definitely say Smixy. I think she's done a phenomenal job of, like, competing to such a high standard for such a long time, despite the scene generally being pretty awful. But I wouldn't really say I have, like, a best. I know that sounds really bad. I just think, like... I think when you categorize, like, best, I think you kind of inadvertently just sort of... I don't know. I just think, like, you know, I wouldn't categorize anybody as best. I think everybody needs a shot in. Do you know what I mean? I like Noisy Butters a lot as well. Like, I think the issue of, like, categorizing, especially, like, female streamers, especially because they are in themselves quite a niche and there aren't that many of them. I think when you sort of go into this sort of, well, who is this and who's the best and who's that, you're kind of minimizing the impact of all of them in a way. Obviously, I've got a lot of time a day for Jade at the minute as well, just because she's funny, she's entertaining. So, you know, I'm hoping she does really well this year, just because she's fit really well into our group. Do you know what I mean? In terms of, like, best in terms of a competition standpoint, 100% Smixy. Best in terms of just, like, most fun to watch, most entertaining, I find myself pretty much watching Jade streams exclusively, so that would be my answer.
We're winning.
But I do think best kind of is quite reductive and probably should be avoided for that. Noisy Butters is definitely in with a shout as well. I really like her content. I think she does a great job. I miss Kante, such a humble footballer. What a guy, bro. Just what a baller, bro. Just what a guy. Next long distance holiday destination. Oof. That's a good question.
Hardpoint identified.
I suppose it's not really long distance. I do want to go to Madeira because of hiking. I think if I was going to go super long distance, I really would like to visit Japan sooner rather than later. Japan has definitely been on my list for a while. Will you be watching Tyson Paul? Oof. Probably not. Like, this might sound bad. I don't care about boxing that much these days. I think it's the lesser combat sport compared to something like UFC. And also, like, influencer and celebrity fights just don't interest me that much, if anything at all.
Hardpoint is secure.
Let's keep the Q&A rolling, folks. I mean, it keeps me sane in between trying to get these headshots. Boxing is in a rough spot. It's just not competitive anymore, man. Like, it's arse. Like, there's not enough competition. There's too many promoters trying to get too many deals across the line and not focusing on actually creating a spectacle. Like, it's just, you know. Weird fact about me. It's a weird fact about me. What would be a weird fact about me? I'm trying to think. What would be my weird fact?
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
I've never had to think about this before. You can tell I don't date very much. Jeez. You guys are out here sounding like prompts.
Hardpoint identified.
What would be my weird
Point
fact?
is secure.
I'll make it a weird Call of Duty fact.
Hardpoint
No,
active.
I'll make it a weird video game fact. No. I don't know.
Hardpoint locked down.
I'm trying to think what my weird fact would be now. You've really got me thinking about this. I mean, I'm constantly fighting for my life about actually being blonde and not ginger, so I've got that going. My weird fact has got to be that I'm Irish but I tan. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. Like, I am Irish, but as you can ostensibly tell, I tan, and this is really light for me. I get really dark.
Established overhead.
Like, this sounds awful, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But my granddad, when growing up in London,
UAV established.
and this is awful. Many decades ago, different time. My granddad used to get racially abused for being Indian, and he was from Cork in Ireland. Do you know what I mean? It's a very odd biological makeup. So yeah. I tan, but I'm Irish. That would be certainly my weirdest fact. Guilty pleasure in music. I love trashy white girl music, bro. I really do. Like, I really do. Like, I love it. I love it when they roll out that one Caucasian lady of the year who's gonna make a sad song about her boyfriend, and they just, you know what I mean? Your Kelly Clarksons, you know, it's just got to be up there. It's got to be done. Do you know what I mean?
Hardpoint
I'm from Limerick, and I also tan something about a Spanish ship in the west coast, apparently. That's actually very interesting to know. If I ever do one of those DNA tests that inevitably sells my biological data,
Hostiles have captured the hard
I'll be curious to see if there's any Spaniard in there. Westlife or Boyzone? Gotta be Westlife, although both of them are Nightmare Blunt rotation again. Like, that's like asking me whether I want to see Coldplay or Coldplay, and I think both of those sound like horrific ideas. I'm sorry, but there's just no redeeming qualities to Coldplay.
hardpoint located.
Best concert I've been to?
Hardpoint is secure.
Oof. Since You've Been Gone is an absolute screamer, bro. Absolute screamer. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Best concert I've been to?
Hardpoint.
Been to a couple. J. Cole, very, very good.
Hardpoint is secure.
Kendrick Lamar was very, very good. Linkin Park, recently, which I went to in September. Phenomenal. I'd say best recent concert, 100% Linkin Park. Like, it was so, so good.
Have the hardpoint.
I'm gonna give Kendrick Lamar a mention just because his warm-up act was James Blake, and it was just such a weird combination. Like, you've got a warm-up act of James Blake and then Kendrick Lamar, and it was odd, but it worked really well, and both of them were really, really good. Cypress Hill with the London Symphony Orchestra. Nice. That does sound pretty legendary. Like, you can imagine spending 100 quid to go see Kendrick Lamar and then actually seeing, like, a phenomenally world-class James Blake performance. Like, just sort of sit there and go, wow. Like, damn, that was worth every penny.
Hardpoint located.
This Q&A is going well. We can keep it going. We can keep it going. This has been very wholesome. Very, very comforting. Have I listened to Pete and Bass yet? Of course I have. I'm not uncultured. And also, they actually do occasionally, surprisingly, do the odd, decent thing, but... Nike or Adidas? Definitely Nike.
Hardpoint.
Definitely Nike.
Hostile LBBR drone detected.
I've actually already decided that for my next American football season, I'll be going all Nike gloves and all Nike boots. I'm going back to the D-Tac gloves. I miss them.
Your head down and secure the target.
The Adidas super bads aren't that bad, but
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint identified.
favorite pot noodle? I've never had a pot noodle in my life. I've never once consumed a pot noodle. Hasn't happened.
Active.
Have you ever used your degree since leaving uni? Yes and no.
Point is secure.
I don't think I'll struggle in terms of employment when I leave YouTube, eventually, in the future.
Hostile UAV established.
I would say,
Pulse in your AO.
like, I'd say my degrees in combination have done a very good job at making me quite worldly intelligent, I'd say. I mean, contrary to what I do online, I am a smart motherfucker. I do promise you. If I wanted to be a criminal, I'd be very good at it, I reckon. I'm thinking about it. Best purchase I've made that isn't related to gaming. Robot vacuum, bro.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Buy a robot vacuum. I'm telling you, especially if you live in a hardwood floor apartment or even a carpet apartment. The carpet one's gone better. If you live in an apartment, get a robot vacuum, bro. Get a robot vacuum and organize your furniture in such a way that the robot vacuum can do everything for you. And I'm telling you, it'll be the best decision you'll ever make. And spend a decent bit of cash on it. Get a proper one. Get one that has a good app that can 3D map your house. You'll be laughing. Robot vacuums. They are God's gift to, you know, God's gift to Earth. Minus James Dyson. Can I split the G? Absolutely. But I don't drink Guinness outside of Ireland. Guinness outside of Ireland tastes like piss. And that's just the truth. Guinness outside of Ireland just doesn't taste like good Guinness. Some of them have gotten a little bit better with it with the whole nitro cooler stuff, but like I don't want to ruin it for myself. Whenever I go to Ireland, I instantly just get a Guinness. Do you know what I mean? You gonna watch Ireland versus New Zealand? Probably, yeah, probably. Best FPS YouTuber? Jack or Tomo. Probably both of them, to be honest with you. I think, like, Jack has done a really great job at just, like, making what probably looks effortless to us, but probably takes a lot of work behind the scenes. Like, just good, well thought out content. I just think Tomo is such a phenomenal storyteller with his YouTube videos. Like, I think he's the best storyteller in the YouTube space right now for shooter content. Can I find the G? Well, that's a whole different kettle of fish. And my reply would be, ask your mum about me. No, I'm kidding. Have I played the finals since the beta? A little. Not a huge amount though. There's something, again, like the finals kind of falls into I've just been mercifully murdered by his daddy. That's good. The finals kind of falls into the same category as like 6v6 multiplayer for me. I'm not that inclined to play it. One game you really wish never existed and why? Good question. FIFA. It's got to be FIFA. The amount of damage that FIFA has done to video games just on pure microtransactions alone. Favorite game ever made following the... I've got a lot of favorite games of all time. Battlefield 3. Squad. Command and Conquer Generals. Time Splitters. I'm so excited for Soul Reaver being remastered. Second Sight. Second Sight. It's a game that just no one talks about. Second Sight was such a great game, and no one talks about it. Back in the day. I love Second Sight. A game you wish you had more time for. I just wish I was like... My problem with video games is I know that there are certain games I would really, really enjoy. Like, I know I would really like something like Monster Hunter or Final Fantasy or, like, you know, that realm of video game, right? But, like, they're just so large and intimidating. Or, like, Star Citizen. They're just so large and so intimidating, and you have to commit so many hours to them to understand them and enjoy them. I just don't have the time. Ever played Doom? Doom is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I actually think the most recent DLC for the most recent Doom, the one with all the angels and demons, was incredible. Do you think Time Splitters Revival would work in this era of online gaming? I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that, RCD. I just know that it's one of my most beloved games, and I definitely would buy it. Maybe that's enough for them to bring it back, I don't know. For those of you who have ever played Second Sight, that was great. I have a lot of games I played with my brother growing up. Time Splitters, Wipeout, Conflict Desert Storm. Wow. I mean, it's no wonder he and I have hundreds and thousands of hours in squad. Conflict Desert Storm, that was a game. That's a throwback I didn't think I'd hear today. Fallout games, now they've never really been for me. And the Fallout's never really been for me. Which is weird because like the setting of it and the premise of it really scratches my brain. But the game itself has just never been all that enjoyable to me. Whoops.
Enemy care package above.
Would Doom on the original floppy disk be worth much? I'm not really sure. Dead Island or Resident Evil? Dead Island. OG Dead Island was so good. That first Dead Island, wow. What a game. Zombie survival games really bother me because they could be so much better than they currently are. Jaff, can you move your big head out of the way?
Gosh. I'm fighting for my life for these streaks.
I'm out here shooting you in the back of the head by accident. Yeah, I've always found Fallout really clunky, and I've just never done it. Conflict Desert Storm was a PS2 game. I think it might have been a PlayStation 1 game back in the day, or at least the Conflict series has been around for a long time. Favorite fighting game is definitely Mortal Kombat. There was a period of time they did an open world Mortal Kombat, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was really good, and I think of it very fondly. I forget which one it was, but it was a I think it was PS2 era, maybe PS3, but it was open world. Shaolin Monks was it? I think it might have been Shaolin Monks. And I remember that game very fondly. I don't know why. I'm sure Mortal Kombat fans probably thought it was wank, but for me, I thought it was a lot of fun. The one franchise I miss probably the most in the modern era of gaming is probably, I don't know, probably Splinter Cell. I really miss Splinter Cell. You had to do the dojo training, yes. It was a good game, man. What are your thoughts on Halo? I've never cared for Halo. I really honestly never have. I think Halo's a really overrated franchise, I'm gonna be honest. I grew up on Modern Warfare, like the original Modern Warfare. The idea of not being able to aim down sight on a gun, for me, was a turn-off. I've never liked Halo, yeah. Never liked Halo. F1 or MotoGP? None of them. The only correct racing game is Gran Turismo. Everything else is shite. Well, Need for Speed Most Wanted. We make an exception for. And Underground. Never cared for Forza either. Never cared for Forza either. This is the thing, like, I mean, it's no surprise I'm a PlayStation kid. Unfortunately, just Xbox franchises like that have just never really gripped me. I'm sure they're great, and in fact, I'm confident they're phenomenal. Which is why Game Pass has become such a good deal, but I was a Gran Turismo kid, I was a, you know, I was a COD kid, not a Halo kid. Hell, I think I played more Killzone than Halo. Well, I had a PlayStation 1, I had a PlayStation 2, and then I got an Xbox 360. And then I went to... Obviously, everybody owns a Nintendo Wii at some point or another. And then I got a PS4. Am I too young for the Mega Drive? No, I mean, you know, look. We'll be honest, there are some consoles and some games which are arguably before my time that I've still played. I mean, I was born in 1998. You know? Some of these camos are really nice. You're a decade older than me? That's fine. That's fine. Let me tell you something. Being in your mid-20s is terrifying. Do you want to know why? There is a win. I've learned this as an adult. This is going to sound like too much information, but I'm going to say it anyway. There is a window as an adult where people in their 40s and people in their 20s want to date you at the same time. Scary. All right? Scary time to be an adult. Awful. Scary time. I have stuff in the fridge older than you. My favorite one was am I MILF hunting? No. Have you seen tourists on holiday? It's like vultures. My favorite one of all time was I was at an event very recently this past year, and I was chatting to this lady who worked in a marketing department, and I think I referenced like the original Xbox or something. We were talking about like some sort of like it was a gaming event. And she was like, "Oh, I don't really have a huge amount of experience with the original Xbox," and I was like, "Oh, you know, like that's fine. Most people maybe didn't buy it." And it's because the original Xbox was older than her. The original Xbox was older than her. You know? Which is mental. Just look at it that way, right? In fact, if you want an even scarier one, I'll give you the scariest one. I coach university students with American football, right? Do you want to know how old university students are this year? 2006. 2006. We're talking Wayne Rooney, David Beckham, peak World Cup Euros era. Right? If you work at a bar or a restaurant and you're IDing people, 2006 is now a perfectly acceptable age. How mad is that? Yeah, the UK. As for whatever reason, Americans don't let people drink until 21, which is really odd. You should. It makes me feel old. I was born in 98. Yeah, the whole drinking at 21 thing in the US is really weird. I find it really odd. Brother. Jaff, what are these lobbies, bro?
What?
Why am I playing Muck CDL Pros? Aren't your viewers supposed to be arse?
Nah, my views are all amazing.
You tell them to start being arse.
Chat, start being ass.
You've heard it here first, folks. I need arse.
If my community
In-game,
watch
in-game.
me, what do you expect? I need ass again.
Sorry, boss man. Remind me not to chat shit to you again.
Oh man, Lucky, I am stressed with these rocket launchers, bro.
Bro, get the old.
The thing is, right, the worst bit about it is that you can't even do it in bot lobbies either because the bots are not getting the streaks. So you actually need to go against decent teams.
I've actually got a banger tweet that's going to work later. Because I've been thinking about this. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with NFL Red Zone.
Kind of, yeah.
So when the guy starts NFL Red Zone and all the kickoffs happen at the same time, he says, "Welcome to the Octobox," and that's going to be me tonight. So, trying to get an easy lobby in Black Ops 6.
Oh man.
If that doesn't bang, I'll be deeply disappointed.
We're going on core after this, by the way.
Okay.
To have a stand a better chance of me getting 3 kills. Because I'll have more HP, so...
DJ Dicker. Nice.
Come on, kill me a million one times over so you guys can get some streaks of fire in the sky. Come on. Stop. Stop being shit. Get the streaks in. I just died about 5 times in a row. Surely one of these mans have got a streak.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you, Jack?
You know, right, I'm actually that stressed my chest is hurting.
Okay, that's maybe taking it a bit too far. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Oh, nah, it's just been asthma.
Okay, asthma?
Oh, yeah, asthma.
Asthma?
Enemy UAV.
I mean, randomly, oh no.
Hardpoint located.
My chat, I was playing with Benny the other day, Jaff. My chat gave me 5 gifted to use all 3 of my friendly kills on Benny and Hardcore.
Hardpoint locked down.
Which I thought was hilarious.
Quadruple negative right now.
Nice. That'll really help the SBMM.
That's what I said. Someone in my chat said, you know, asked about your KDR. I'm like, bro, KDR does not
You want a boost?
does not signify how good or bad of a player I am.
Well,
By all means, just invite all the bots.
pretty much everybody is going to be 1 or 2 like maximum 1.5 KD because SBMM is working so hard. Fuck.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
See, that's the issue that I've got is that as soon as I spawn up, I die immediately, so I can't actually look up in the sky.
No, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that. We are possibly nearly getting spawn trapped here. It's certainly one of the experiences of all time right now.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
We're gonna do it anyway. Get me to Warzone, bro. I've had enough.
I just want this camo grind to be over and done with. I want this. I need this rocket launcher to be over and done with.
If any, press 1 for Jaff's mental health. Press 2 for Jaff's mental health.
My mental health is declining. Like, honestly, this is taking years off my life.
And there weren't that many there to begin with.
I thought, you know, drinking alcohol in copious amounts would do that. No.
Nope. Well, I gotta tell you, Jaff. There's a reason the streams have been about 3 hours long at best.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hardpoint locked down.
Am I just not leading it enough? Right.
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles
there.
at the hardpoint. Enemy UAV inbound.
Don't go anywhere.
Yo,
Uh,
guess what I've got for lunch? In fact,
What?
you're not gonna guess what I've got for lunch actually. So it's a pot noodle, but guess the flavour.
Bombay bad boy.
No, Nick.
Hardpoint is secure.
Think about who it is talking to. I can't.
I don't know. Just tell me.
It's gravy and stuffing flavors.
Ugh.
That does not sound nice.
Yeah, that does
Yeah,
not sound good.
I'll tell you what.
Special. You know what? It smells incredible.
Popeyes do a sage and onion hash brown in a minute.
Oh,
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Have you seen what Cathedral City have released?
No.
A hash brown cheese toasty?
That sounds phenomenal.
Oh my days. Well, where can I get that?
I mean, just anywhere, like any supermarket.
Hash brown. Oh what?
Ain't no way
Hash brown cheese toasty.
Ain't no way we let somebody with a pistol get play of the game, bro.
Look, Lucky, I'm out here fighting 2 battles. My mental health in the game.
Oh dear. I think it's hilarious. People keep trying to join us, and I'm like, why? Why would you want this?
A new Wingstop open 10 minutes from your house. That's lethal, that is. That is lethal.
I've got a taco bar 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah, Taco Bell's shit, though. I've got one that's around the corner for mine.
You reckon?
Yeah, I had it when it opened up near my guy. It's like 5-10 minutes away from my house. I had it, and I was not impressed. Like, at all.
Jeff loves
I
a
don't
bit
think
of
it's that
mystery
bad.
meat.
Mystery meat.
Right. I think I'm gonna call it there, Jeff, because
Okay.
any more of this, and I think I will take a long.
I'm
walk off
gonna
shortly.
carry on ruining my mental health
You do
because
that.
my meeting's been cancelled. So.
You do that. GG.
Gee.
Right, guys. Much like the last couple of days, it's been 3 whole hours, Jeremy. 3 whole hours. And that's enough for me. Why? Because I got a video to make today, right? A lot going on. A lot going on, boys. Right? 3 whole hours of playing this game, and my mental health is in the sink. Right. Lovely having all of you. Thank you, all of us, for thanking all of you. Words. Don't go anywhere. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow.